When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football.
There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. No room to return. You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. 1st and goal from the 3. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Duke. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Using the quick game. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Let's talk for just a minute about Duke. What does a top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Turning it on. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they take it in for 6. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
The Blue Devils have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
The Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Duke! Great job by the back on the option. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. To the air on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Working the middle. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He fires a bullet to the right. The pass falls incomplete, and there. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. A little release to the back. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Using his feet to buy time. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. 1st and 10 coming up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Quick strike through the air for the score. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Quarterback making checks. Off play action on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Rolling right and going deep. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball. He'll do it himself. Sweet cut there. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Just plowing ahead. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Blue Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Blue Devils headed quickly to the line. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Going for 6. Touchdown, Duke. Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Complete downfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Brooks. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
From the gun, the ground game. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. Buys a little time with his feet. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And here comes the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is... The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the 1st week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season.